What's up guys, Xbox Tech Junkie back today with another video. Today I'm going to be discussing what 343 should do at X019. So let's just jump right in and talk about it. Quick side note, if you hear weird noises in the background, it's probably my dog running around playing or causing mayhem. Who knows? Today I'm going to be talking about 343 and X019. Now if you don't know, X019 is another Inside Xbox type of show coming next, was it November 14th in London. If you've never heard of X019 or any of the other ones or Inside of Xbox, essentially what it is, it's like a small cool little show where, you know, Xbox gives us the fans a look inside what's going on with Team Xbox, all the developers part of the team, and any third-party studios who are either making stuff for the console, for the games, etc. So it's basically just a cool little show giving us the inside scoop of what's been going on with our games and our console. And with that, a lot of times major developers for Xbox show up. You know, Gears of War has been there, Crackdown was there for a little bit, I think, not Cyberpunk, Cuphead was there when it was big, don't remember for sure. But like I said, this year is X019 and a lot of people are excited for it. You know, Microsoft always teases some small things like, hey, we're gonna talk about this, we're gonna talk about that. But one thing a lot of us Halo fans would like to see is 343 Industries to be there. Now there's currently no confirmation on whether or not 343 will be there or not. I think I already said that twice. Oh well. But right now we don't know if they're going to be there. It's up in the air, but we don't know for sure. But I would like to say if they do come, and I'm really hoping they do, this would be the perfect time, maybe from my standpoint of view, this would be the perfect time to release any information and or the starting date for the flights for Halo Infinite. Now, a lot of people, maybe even 343 included, are going to say, you're crazy, it's much too early, we cannot do this. If the game itself is not ready for a flight yet, by the end of this year, it makes me a little nervous. And the reason why is because we got Halo 5 Guardians, you know, the multiplayer beta in 2014 of December. You know, that was a whole 10 months prior to the release of Halo 5 Guardians itself. And regardless if you liked Halo 5 or not, most of us should agree that Halo 5's beta when it released, multiplayer when it released, was for the most part good. It was missing a lot of content like Forge and big team battles, yes, but the overall gameplay was pretty good. There was still stuff that needs to be fixed as per, you know, usual for all games, but a lot of the problems that we had during the beta were virtually gone or either, you know, worked on a little bit during the beta or from the beta to the release. And so with Halo Infinite, I just want to make sure we get that same type of time frame to work on, you know, Infinite's multiplayer. Obviously, a lot of people argue that Halo's multiplayer hasn't been the same for, some people say 3, some people say Reach. I personally say I don't care. I don't really have a preference for which multiplayer. I honestly prefer Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer. Blasphemy, I know, but it was, you know, quick paced. I love Spartan abilities besides Spartan Charge and Ground Pound, but like, you know, clamber, thrusters, sliding, sprint, all that kind of stuff. Like, it made me feel like a super soldier. And I know there's arguments around there saying video games shouldn't be the same as novels and whatever. Whatever that case is up to you. Me personally, I loved Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer beta. But with that, as I'm saying, we need to make sure that we're getting this time frame from, you know, hopefully December till I'm assuming November for the next Xbox and Halo. Like, if they release it on November 15th, that would almost be perfect because I believe that's when they released the original Xbox and Halo in 2001. So if, you know, 19 years later, they pop out both the Xbox and Halo Infinite on the same day, it's like a historical day for me. But besides that, if the game itself is not ready, like if multiplayer beta is not at all ready to be released and they don't think it's gonna be able to be like shown or released until I would say spring or summer of 2020, I would almost say possibly might be time to delay the game. And now a lot of people don't like to hear that, but typically in this day and age, delaying a game is almost good because it gives developers more time to work on what they need to work on, fix what needs to be fixed, and really just take a look at the, you know, the scale of this game and go, is this good? Are we gonna be ready for the fans? Are the fans gonna love it? And I would even recommend 343 not using just the pro team. Like I get you have a pro team who tests the game, but maybe just finding random Halo fans, just people from the basic community, who don't have any like pro game experience. Grab just 10, 15 of them, bring them in. Obviously, have them sign contracts saying you are legally allowed to play this game, but you cannot discuss it outside of this building, yada yada yada, and just let them play it and let them know what they think. Because the pro teams, they're great, but they're not they're not the rest of the fan base. There are people who spend hours, days, and time just straight working and playing on these games, while general community plays the campaign because they love the story, or play the multiplayer because they're trying to have fun. We need that basic general player to go in there. I couldn't do it because I'd be all around biased. I'd be like, it was great. And they're like, okay, but what was wrong with it? I'm like, it's great. So I couldn't do it as much as I want to, but I think just people who have a little less bias, maybe even grab Halo 5 haters. Because that way they can come in, either sell you, hey, this straight up still sucks, please fix this, or they can tell you, I'm genuinely amazed and I can't believe I'm saying this, but that you guys did great. Because there's Halo fans who hate 343, but that's up to them. But I just want to make sure that Halo Infinite gets the time it needs to be worked on. And like I said, if it's not ready, go ahead and delay the game, because I want Halo Infinite to be probably the best Halo game to release since Halo 3 or 2, whatever your pick for the best Halo game is. Because Halo needs to come back for that. Modern Warfare just did it. Call of Duty just brought back Modern Warfare. It's having a lot of problems, but there's no denying that game, if you've played it or not, returned to its roots, made sure it hit where it needed to hit. And like, as a longtime Halo fan and not really a recent Call of Duty fan, but I started playing at Modern Warfare 2, I would have to say Call of Duty really brought themselves back with this game. Again, it has a lot of problems, but it really brought back what needs to be brought. Battlefield's even saying that they're making a brand new game. It's not released until 2021, but it's going to be what you guys, the fans, want, regardless of whether that's going to happen or not, because it is EA and all that fun stuff. Is only time will tell. But that's what I want for Halo. I want them to come back as the dominant first-person shooter, because that's what it was for the longest time. And so that's why I think that Halo Infinite, if it's ready to be released for the flights, release it as soon as possible, sometime this year. If they're not ready, if they're ready by January, February, even March of 2020, then that would probably be good too, because it's enough time for them. Well, I would hope it's enough time for them to work on what they need to before release. But like I said, if it's anywhere from April to obviously release, it's a little nerve-wracking, because I don't like betas that release 2 months prior to a game, because it's more more advertisement than it is, we need help on this game. We want to make sure it's working. And like from what we've seen with Halo Reach, it takes time. Even with a game that's already been developed, it's been released, it's gone gold in the past, it's still taking a lot of time to release on Xbox One. They're still only on their first flight, and this entire project was announced in February, and it's November now. So that is just my own personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you think if 343 is ready, they need to release it between X019 and the end of this year, maybe sometime in the beginning of 2020? Or if they're not ready at all by the time it's early 2020, do you think they should delay it and just work on it as much as possible? That does mean that the next Xbox will not release with Halo Infinite unless Microsoft wants to delay the Xbox. I don't see them doing that. Unless they need time to work on it too, then by all means work on it, because we want a great console as well. But besides the Project Scarlet, what would you say should happen with Halo Infinite? If it's ready, should it be released soon? Or the beta, not the game, the beta. And if it's not ready, should they delay the game? Just let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. That's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.